races. We did that, get soaked. It's always fun.
Because you got to dress up, and teachers would dress up, and everybody got so into it.
The school spirit. I remember high school, especially spring week. From all the schools I'm at right now, going into math education as a teacher, and I've been in some high schools, and none of them had school spirit like we did. Like when spring week, we had 15 minutes every day. We had a pep session where we did games against each other's class, and we had hall wars and all that stuff, and dress up every day. It was just a really fun week.
Came dressed up like a stormtrooper one time. That attracted a lot of attention. Unfortunately, Mr. Miller decided that I couldn't carry my super soaker around the school all day, so I had to give that to him.
Guys that used to take cigarettes and wrap them around firecrackers and set them off somewhere in the school, but the cigarette would burn down after the class had begun, and then the firecrackers would go off. Well, that list that you had to have so many kids sign if you wanted to be on the student council, and someone passed the list around in probably geometry class or so, and Bob Bales and I signed it. He was right in front of me, and we decided to sign it under fictitious names. So he signed his name James Bond 007, and I signed mine Jose Jimenez. Unfortunately, Mr. Ratcliffe looked over the list before it was turned back into the student. He says, okay, who's James Bond and Jose Jimenez? Of course, we raised our hands. We got a detention for that. And,
Being in drama club, that's like the best time ever.
We were doing the musical Cinderella, and we had been practicing every day, all week long, for 5 weeks, and we were all stressed out at this point. And so there was some joke said about a marshmallow, and all of us who were just stressed out just started busting up laughing and crying, and we were rolling on the stage in our costumes. We got them all dirty, and we just could not stop laughing for 20 minutes, and it was the most memorable day I can remember from high school.
I don't know, it's fun. I liked being in drama club. Got to run around a lot and put on crazy outfits.
And I was never, well, let's say, outgoing or anything in high school. I was kind of like shy, but in the plays I could do what I wanted to do pretty much. We used to hide under the old stage in the old gym and smoke cigarettes and wonder we didn't burn the place down. You think about stuff like that, going down in the dungeon. When I was here, that was where the lunchroom was at, down in the dungeon.
And you have a new school. I had the old school. A lot of stairs to climb and banisters. The lunchroom downstairs, it seemed, I think we used to call it the dungeon.
The lunchroom was below the ground. Some of you have been beneath the stage down into the old dungeon.
A lot of stairs in it, 3 floors. And the lunchroom in the old building was down the basement. It was an old gym. It was a gym originally. But when I was in school, they called it dungeon.
The entrance was kind of diversified. Like if you were a newbie, a greenie, a freshman, is that you entered one side and the upperclassmen entered the other side.
The building used to have 2 entrances, a boy entrance and a girl entrance. And in front of them, they had bushes there. And I was just a little scrawny. I think I weighed 98 pounds when I was a freshman. And some of the seniors got a hold of me and threw me in the bushes.
At the first class, when they built that room back in 1967, I had the first biology class in there as a student. And then as I'm ending my career, I just started teaching 10 years ago. So I was 51, or I was 50 when I started teaching, and I have the same classroom back again. So.
No, I do recall the old building, which was very unique, and I was basically sorry to see when it got tore down, but it definitely wasn't handicap accessible. But yeah, our old building was a series of a lot of steps, and like I said, it was on 5 different levels. And I had classes on, well, actually counting the study hall, which was the 4th level, I was on all of them.
That it is and has always been a great school. That we put our students first. I felt that when I was a student here. I feel that as a faculty member in the district, that we do what's right for our kids, and that we turn out good quality kids who are ready to go out and make their mark in the world.
Back then, people were so loyal to Westville as a city, and Westville High School was unbelievable. It's been a fantastic experience to go to school here, to teach here.
proud as I can be to be from Westville and to be an alumni of this high school. And, you know, people, when you tell from Westville, they know.
It means I'll always be part of the pack.
Well, I'll tell you, there was nothing like Westville High School. Nothing. I wouldn't trade those 4 years for anything.
Took a lot of pride in Westville. I figure a tiger is a hunter who goes out, and when he wants something, he goes out and gets it and doesn't let anything stop him.
I was born a tiger, basically. It means a lot to me. I mean, once a tiger, always a tiger, so it's great.
If you're part of the band, or if you're part of the choir, or part of the cheerleaders, or pom-pom girls, you get that feeling that you belong to something.
No matter where I go, no matter what I do, deep down I'll always be a Tiger at heart, and you know, always be rooting for Westville, no matter where I'm at.
It's like home. It is. It's like a second big family here. Like, you can have problems at home, and then you come here, and it's like they all go away. Like, I remember, I know it's kind of personal, but I'd have like stress back at home. But when you come here and you see your friends and teachers, and everyone's all like happy and stuff, it's just like, yeah, it's like a second home. And
Everyone's always there just to help you out.
Yeah.
It makes me proud. I'm proud to be a Westville High School graduate. I'm proud to be a Westville Tiger.
Being proud of going to school here, and being proud that you were a Tiger.
You know, you value education. You value what experiences you can get here to move on. You know, and I hope our graduates continue that when they leave here to always be proud of their high school and always be proud to be a Tiger, and that stays with them the rest of their lives.
Yeah, sing me a song of high school days and tell me where to go. Hoops for pretty girls and Rossville's where they go. Danville for her chappies, Sidell for jolly boys. Georgetown for her farmers, but for good fellows, Westville High.
Fairy tales can come true, it can happen to you if you're young at heart. For it's hard, you will find, to be narrow of mind if you're young at heart. You can go to extremes with impossible schemes. You can laugh when your dreams fall apart at the seams, and life gets more exciting with each passing day. And love is either in your heart or on its way. Don't you know that it's worth every treasure on earth to be young at heart? For as rich as you are, it's much better by far to be young at heart. And if you should survive to 105, look at all you'll derive out of being alive. Now here's the best part. You have a head start if you are among the very young at heart. Don't you know that it's worth every treasure on earth to be young at heart? For as rich as you are is much better by far to be young at heart. And if you should survive to 105, look at all you'll derive out of being alive. Now here's the best part, you have a head start if you are among the very young at heart. If you are among the very young at heart.